Hey everyone, it's Deli here and welcome to a new speed build. Today we're going to be building another micro home using the new tiny stuff pack because I'm still enjoying all of these tiny builds and hopefully you guys are as well, so let me know if you want to see more tiny builds. I know a lot of you guys are hanging out for an LP, so I'm going to do an LP when I'm ready to. You guys, don't worry, you're not going to be waiting forever, but just when I feel like it, we'll start up a new Let's Play. And I have been doing some off-camera stuff to kind of get inspired to start a new LP, hopefully in the near future. And also we should be live streaming a lot more soon as well. So if you guys want to check out the live streams, I'll link my Twitch channel in the description. You guys were sending me lots of pictures of cute tiny homes with nice aesthetics, and I feel like it's time round, so as many of you guys will get a chance to tune in as possible. But anyway, we are going to be doing a micro home that's on like a trailer, and I totally stole this idea from James because I saw he did a tiny build and utilized this trailer object as well, which is in the new like hidden objects cheat. I think it's the oh, what is it called? It's like I did a video on it, but I can never remember what it's called. I'm just gonna search my history right now. The show live edit objects cheat. So I think it's BB, like you go Control-Shift-C to get up your cheat window, and then you type bb.show live edit objects. And then you click on the search icon, the magnifying glass, and scroll down, and you're going to see a whole heap of objects that are like incorporated in the worlds, but usually they're not in the build and buy catalog. So that object is in there, and yeah, you guys can check it out. I'm not sure if it came with a certain pack though, that's the only thing. And you might have seen how I am building on top of it. I actually built a tiny home, built a level above, deleted the bottom level and kind of moved it down on top of the object. So yeah, thanks to James for the idea. I'm sure there have been other people who've done this idea as well. But yeah, it's a fun one. I kind of feel like they could have almost put this trailer object in the tiny living pack and kind of made it like a surface that you could build on. That would have been fun. But then again, people would have been like, well, we have a trailer, but we don't have cars, and then it wouldn't really make sense. So I'm glad we can do it with the hidden object in any case. And I thought we'd do the micro home just because it's a challenge to do a micro home, especially in this more elongated shape of build. But I think we make it work. And what I wanted to do is make it look kind of modern, but also very homely at the same time. I didn't want it to be like a cold modern look and feel. So we're going with kind of deep blue wood exterior combined with some pops of yellow, red, primary colors. Definitely a little bit beachy perhaps, but not in the typical beach way. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but I think it's pretty cute and it's on the gallery right now to download if you would like to. The windows, the thing is, I wanted to use different windows for this because I feel like I use that straight modern window a lot of the time, but I also wanted to use a different colored timber because I feel like I either go really dark timber or really light timber, and this time I wanted to use this kind of warm in between tone of wood. And yeah, those windows were the only windows that I found that really matched it well and matched it nicely, as well as the doors. So that's why we've gone with those. Otherwise, I probably would have been a little bit more experimental with them. But what I have tried to do in this tiny build is really clutter it up a bit, because I know with my other tiny builds, they're a little bit more simplified. And I did see a lot of your comments asking for it to be a little bit more cluttered and to kind of fit more stuff in. Some of the more critical comments on my other videos were like, oh, you could have done so much more with the space. Like, why didn't you? And my response is that, oh, I don't want to make it like super cluttered. I want it to be clear and just have the necessary items. But I started seeing that you guys wanted me to fit as much as possible in there. And that is how I think a lot of players are viewing these tiny home challenges, is that you've got to fit as much as you can in it. So for this build, we're definitely going to get the Murphy bed in. We've got a TV. We have got a skill building item. I'm going to put an easel in. Kitchen. Bathroom, I didn't do the shower over the toilet and basin this time because I also saw a few comments saying I hate it when you do that because it's just like too crowded or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, we'll just keep the bathroom simple. We'll share the sink with the kitchen. And yeah, I'm just reading your feedback and thinking, you know, how can we rework this and make it look a little bit different to last time? So for this one, I've definitely focused on cluttering it up more without making it look overwhelming with clutter, and also keeping it somewhat modern and not kind of that hoarder theme. Although it would be cool to build like a hoarder tiny house. I wouldn't mind that. So yeah, I also love these shades that came with Island Living over the windows. They're really nice, and they kind of give a little bit of a more rustic and warm element to a modern build. Like often when you do modern builds, they just look so cold and harsh, and it's kind of nice to warm them up with a little bit of rustic texture. And then the balcony was a little tricky because I did want it to stay modern. I didn't want it to kind of cross over in too much of like a country vibe. So I felt like this fencing from Get to Work was probably the most simple option. Still industrial, modern, but it also kind of keeps the house looking, I guess, friendly and homely at the same time. You know, it ties in with the black, it all works together. It's not going to be too harsh, kind of blends in with the rest of the build. And I also wanted to put a few plants on the outside of the house. One thing I would like to do is a sustainable tiny home, so really focus on some of the items that came with Laundry Day stuff pack. So if you guys have any ideas of what objects we could use for a tiny home, like obviously we could use the clothesline and we could use the wash hand basin, but what else could we put inside a tiny home in The Sims 4 that would kind of give off that sustainable vibe? Let me know in the comments down below, because I think I need a bit of help with ideas concerning that. But yeah, I think the tiny home on wheels is looking pretty good. I think it's cute. I kind of want to do a real cottage type of tiny home on wheels now as well, and maybe make it slightly bigger potentially, or 2-story. I'm not sure, or just like a different aesthetic so it's a little bit more cutesy. It would be great if the trailer was a little wider as well, because I feel like that way you could play around with it a bit more if it was that little bit wider, because this is very narrow. Yeah, it's all coming together. We are going to change these lights on the sides in a little while to the industrial one that came with Strangerville. We're going to change that up in a second. And the letterbox, I was like, well, do I put the letterbox on the house on wheels? And then I thought, no, you don't really have a moving letterbox. So I guess the letterbox will be on the lot. So I put that in. I also thought we could have probably made the lot look a little bit like a car park and put cars all around it. But if I was going to play this in my game, I don't really like the car objects because we don't have working cars in The Sims 4. I don't really want pretend ones. So I just thought, you know what, I'd rather just have no cars on here and just have it kind of on a lot. Maybe it's someone's extra plot of land they've been able to park this on. Gone with that kind of theme. So we're going to do a bit of landscaping towards the end of the video as well. And I also love the little balcony that we've got on the other ends of this bathroom, like opposite the bathroom. And that is cute because we're gonna have like a little barbecue area and a couple of planter pots so you can go out on your little balcony. I just thought it was pretty cute. And yeah, I also figured that that window was probably a little bit big for the bathroom, just, you know, a little bit of an overkill. A little bit of a privacy issue, you know, if you're in your trailer and you're in a public space, probably not great. So we're just going to use the little square window, classic from base game. But yeah, there's definitely a few different packs used in this build. And yeah, I don't know what pack the trailer came with or if it's just in base game. I actually can't remember that. So if anyone knows, put it in the comments and vote it up, because I'm sure some of you guys are probably wanting to know that. And then in the bathroom, the toilet's on the left, the shower's on the right, and I figured let's just share a sink with the kitchen. We don't need a separate sink in the bathroom. That'll just use up more floor tiles. So I thought we'd use this tiny home sink, and I think it's pretty cute. We're going to put it on the other wall as well, so it's kind of the in-between going from the bathroom to the kitchen, so it makes sense that it's shared. And then I think we end up using the base game industrial counters, which I keep using all the time at the moment. It's just, I would actually really love some more swatches of these. I think they're such a great item. And I'm surprised that we don't actually have any more timber. I don't think we have any more timber counters. Oh yes, we do. The island living ones were timber. But I love timber bench tops. I feel like you don't, at least in Australia, you don't really see them that often. Most people are going for stone or stone looking counters. Not a lot of people get wood, I suppose, because it's easy to get knife marks in them and heat marks or whatever. But I think they're so nice. I mean, if I ever had the privilege of building a house, I would imagine I would definitely look into having winter wooden countertops in my own home. I just think they're really nice and not really picked very often. Maybe more in like cottage homes you see them. At least in Australia. I feel like in other countries it's completely different. To begin with, I thought this table from, I think, the bowling stuff pack would look really, really nice in here. And then I soon realized, okay, this is a micro home. You're probably getting a little bit excited trying to fit so much in. And of course, because we're still on the theme of the Tiny Living stuff pack, I'm still excited by all the new items. Of course, I want to use those items as much as possible, so I did use the Tiny Living chairs. But we're going to make the table a little bit smaller, just get this base game one and tuck those 2 chairs around it. And yeah, just pop that in the corner. I also player tested this house. It is fully working. So that's a good thing. But when the Murphy bed is down, I don't think your sim can get to the balcony. However, when the Murphy bed is up, you can get to the balcony. So you got to put it up if you want to go out the front, which is kind of realistic, I think. So this is a Murphy bed. I've also included the added bookshelf on the side as well, which I believe doubles up as a dresser. So that's over there. And we are also going to fit a computer in here. I'm actually quite surprised with how much we were able to fit in this orientation, because we don't have the freedom of being able to shuffle around the shape of the build, you know? We are stuck with this elongated shape, and it was surprisingly easy to fit it all in. I thought we were going to have a lot more trouble with it. And we do have a seasons temperature control unit, just player testing the bed that the sim can get in and put it back up again. And then she can get out to the balcony when that bed is up, because I think it was the first tiny build I did or the second one that I made the mistake of not player testing it properly, and you guys were like, okay, that doesn't even work, and I felt kind of embarrassed. Love these striped chairs. I love that stripy pattern. I think that looks really nice. And I was trying to find a rug. I kind of thought it would be nice to introduce some red colors, because we have the nautical navy stripes and the navy wood. I think this is going to green screen out. Sorry guys, I just had to have a little bit of tea time. You know who I watch sometimes that's like, I don't know if many of you guys watch them, but is it Rich Lux, I think it is. I've been watching him a little bit because his channel was recommended, and he's so funny. Like, it's all about, it's totally a drama channel. I don't really watch drama channels anymore, but I always watch him sometimes just because of the sass. I just love the sass. I don't even care what he's talking about. I don't really know if he's got drama around him, but I was watching him today, and oh gosh. Sometimes you just find channels that entertain you no matter what they're doing. Anyway, let me know if you've ever watched his videos. And I love how this desk fits on the end of these counters. Did that come with, ooh, I'm thinking Parenthood, but I don't think it was Parenthood. I can't quite remember where that desk was from. If you rewind, you'll be able to see the little icon, but I thought that fitted perfectly on the end of the kitchen area, especially when we change the top to black in just a second. It kind of blends in nicely and looks like it's almost built into the kitchen area. And she can use that computer as well. So we're definitely fitting it all in. I just remembered though, I totally forgot one item, and it's the item that I always forget. I forgot the bin. I always forget bins. It's like a 50-50 chance that I remember to put a bin in after how many years of making Sims videos. So if you do download it, my apologies, you'll have to put a bin in. Squeeze it in somewhere, or just have an outdoor bin. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, well. I can't tell you guys. There's nothing more frustrating than when you're filming a video or editing a video and you realize your mistake after filming and you're like, no. The amount of times I published a video and done the editing and been tempted to like comment down below, I know I made this mistake. There's been a lot of times like that because you guys always pick up on it. There's not a whole lot that I can get by you guys without you finding out. Your little sneaky ones, you always find out. Also, this is looking quite yellow at the moment. I think we do manage to balance it out a bit more. I think we'll see. I think I might make a couple of changes. And yeah, this is the bedroom area. There's not really much to say, is there? Because it's kind of all in the one area. But I did like the idea of having a skill building object in the corner. So you do have the computer, which you can do a lot of skills on. You do have the exterior of the house where you can also build skills on. But having something else in the corner is also nice to bring something else to the table, I suppose. You could put like I don't know, if you wanted to do gardening, you could have the bonsai tree. If you wanted to do dance, you could have the stereo. Although is there a stereo built into that bookcase? I don't think so. No, the stereo's built into the TV unit that came with Tiny Living, I think. But yeah, there is that one tile where you can place something to work on. This light's from university. And yeah, I thought one over the dining table was a little bit cute. I thought the other one might have covered up the TV. So we're just going to go with a couple of size down lights. You just use the close bracket key to kind of size them down, or use the open bracket key to size them up. And yeah, the bathroom, I figured it would be nice to continue the navy theme that we've been looking at in there over some of the walls and tile the others. Here we are breaking up the color scheme a little bit. I felt like yellow everywhere was a little bit much and was a bit sickly looking. Or maybe not sickly looking, but not for everyone. Yellow is one of those colors that a lot of people dislike. And a lot of people don't wear yellow. A lot of people wouldn't, for instance, drive a yellow car. But then there are people who go, I love yellow. My room's yellow. My everything's yellow. Who's that YouTuber? Everything she does is yellow, and it's really, really nice. I forget. So I just decided I'll turn down the yellow just a little bit. And yeah, this is pretty much getting to the end. I think we're up to the stage of adding a whole heap of clutter items. I just really wanted this to look lived in, and like we were utilizing a lot of the space. A lot of your comments were saying, you know, add more in. It's too simple. So that's what we're doing. We're adding more in, and we're going to add some shelves as well. We actually make use of the island living cupboards that they're kind of like cabinets, but they're in the shelving area of the game. And I think because it's in a separate area to the kitchen cupboards and counters, I often forget to use them. So we're going to be using them soon. And I also figured whilst we have the hidden objects cheat on, that we'd use some of the skulls that I think are really cool. Some of these little snow globes as well. We're going to put a whole heap of postcards on the wall too. So it looks like this little house on wheels has traveled a lot and collected postcards from all the destinations its Sims have been to. And here are the island living cupboards. I feel like there would be players who are like, I've never seen those before. So let me know in the comments down below if you've never seen those before. Why do I feel like something's missing in here? We have the bathroom, we have the bedroom, we have the dining, we have the kitchen. Why do I keep feeling like I'm missing something? This was too easy. Have I missed something big other than the bin? Oh gosh. I think we have everything. Anyway, also I love that with the new Tiny Stuff or Tiny Living stuff pack, that bookshelf has glass cabinet doors on it and you can still place objects behind them. I love that they did that. And I also love these lights from Strangerville. Those industrial lights are just everything. I've got to say that this build actually uses a lot of different packs, so it's probably not the easiest for you guys to download, sorry, but I definitely had fun experimenting with everything. And do let me know in the comments down below if you prefer the sped up builds like this and me just kind of having a chat over it, or if you prefer real time. I like to ask you guys this a lot because I honestly feel like it's 50-50 with what you guys prefer. And I tried putting some of these food pictures up on the wall. I think these were from Dine Out, and they just were kind of looking, I don't know, a bit janky. So then I tried them on the other wall and I was like, oh yeah, that looks kind of cool, like they've just been stuck up there. The sugar skulls can sit nicely on these shelves. We've got a plant up there. More snow globes, because snow globes are awesome. And here are the postcards, which I'm really excited to put on the wall. I think they look really good around the TV, actually. Definitely looks like they've been traveling around in this tiny house on wheels and collected them, and they pin them up near the TV each time. So we've got those up there, and then we're also going to utilize some of the city living posters that you would usually find looking in the cardboard boxes around San Myshuno. Those I don't use enough either. Definitely think we need to get back into using some of these hidden objects again on this channel. So placing a whole heap of those around. It's kind of, I don't know, but it makes me feel like I'm revisiting my Sims 3 builds a little bit when I use a lot of hidden objects, I suppose. Just feels a little bit more in-depth and Sims 3 like, I don't know. And the Sims 20th anniversary is coming up as well, so that's pretty exciting. And also saving the game, because if you don't save the game, you might run into a few issues. So we're just having a little quick save here. And I was actually watching Pretty Woman with Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Good movie. Good movie. I love it. That's what I watched while building this. What do you guys do while building in The Sims? Do you watch stuff? I've actually been watching The Office, the American Office, which a while ago when I tried to watch it, I really didn't get into it. But now I feel like I like having it on in the background, like a background show. I don't mind it. And some of these baskets from Jungle Adventure are popping up here. I think these baskets are so cute. And we're going to place one in the little glass cupboard down there and put something really random in it, I think. I think I put like the pencils inside of it. Not to make it look like it's holding the pencils, but just like clutter, you know, things that you kind of end up stacking on each other inside a cupboard, you know. And popping some books up here. I just use the 9 and 0 keys to lift up objects and lower them. And I think I hold the control key as well to do it at the same time. Otherwise my camera goes a bit crazy. I know a few people have that issue where the camera just goes, whoa. And then, oh, this was from City Living. There's door beads. I'm just using like all the packs. I just went crazy. I was like, yep, let's just do everything. Fairy lights from Jungle Adventure, were they as well? I can't see the packs properly. So ever since they color coordinated the packs, I can't see them. And I'm like, oh no. Because if I speak over a speed build, fun editing fact, I'm watching it back on really low resolution, just so there's no chance of it lagging. And so I can't quite see details sometimes. Then little hat and coat rack low down. You know, you expect it to be high up. But I'm like, well, in a tiny home, we're going to use up every space we can. And yeah, little ironing boards. I've got to say, Laundry Day stuff pack was really, really good. That was the last community voted stuff pack. I'm really excited for this new stuff pack. There's something about the community voting for a pack together that makes it feel so much more wholesome. I guess because everyone is getting their little bit of say in it and it's a team effort, kind of makes you appreciate it and get a little bit more excited about it than maybe a regular pack. Especially if you're really involved in the Sims community, like myself, not in terms of being known in the Sims community, but more like you're really into the Sims and you really keep an eye on everything that's going on. You really feel like a part of it, you know? I love it. I love Sims. It's crazy how a game can impact your life so much. You know, like it can be something that makes you so happy or allows you to escape from whatever is going on in your life. Like a game can be that powerful to make your life experience feel really good or help you so much. Do you guys feel that way about The Sims or any other hobby or I don't know. I love Sims. Duh. This is why I do what I do and share it with you guys. But anyway, here are the screenshots. This is our finished home on wheels. I think it looks pretty cute. I hope you guys like it as well, and I hope I didn't make any mistakes. And here's some of the images of clutter, and it pretty much full to the brim. And yeah, as I said, it's all player tested. That's a sim we actually made on stream. I just hit my mic, but she's really, really cute, and I thought this tiny home suited her quite well. She looks quite nice in it, and yeah. I like how the sink is in the corner too. And our bathroom is really, really simple, but it gets the job done, you know. And there's the Sims Harry Potter there as well, and our little barbecue area on the deck, and our birdhouse too. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And as always, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I will speak to you soon. Dag dag.